All right. Oh. Hey, hey. What's going on? Yeah, it's freezing here, y'all. Down south. Yeah, it's cold. They said it's supposed to be like 16 degrees tonight. Yeah. All right, y'all. We're going to hop in and get a prayer real quick and do some cleansing. And tap into the energy, y'all. I'm doing 2 questions for $10. If y'all would like to be put on a list, just let me know, okay? Beloved ancestral spirit guides to the Most High God, I call the Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody sending anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please block and blind them. I call back our energy and send theirs back with full forgiveness in all forms to the universe at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Most High God. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, most definitely has. Hey, little bug. Okay. Y'all, something's going to be significant about November the 15th of 2025. Because I literally just wrote that date down, okay? Yeah, somebody needs to check that date. I'm gonna check in my book. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna see what was going on with that date. Hey, love. Let me go back and check this date here. 11/15/2025. On the 14th, we had a full moon in Taurus. And I don't have anything. Hold on. Y'all, that was the last time I wrote in this book was November of 2024. And then I started writing back in this book here. Yeah, it's freezing here. And I started writing back in this book November the 21st, 2025. Okay. But I don't have an entry for the 15th. Okay. Y'all give me just 1 second. I'm going to go and look in this other book here. Okay. That's entries for 2023. Okay. Very interesting. And that's for 2022. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're just going to tap into this energy and see what Spirit has got to say about November the 15th timeline, 2025. There was some judgment. Somebody couldn't play victim with the situation here. And y'all, I had another channel message as well, okay? Hope they have the strength like we did, Soul Family. Somebody gonna need some strength here, y'all, okay? Because whatever they doing on November the 15th, 2025, it's coming full circle here. And there was a full moon in Taurus. So whatever work somebody done with that last full moon, it's coming back around. Hey, babies. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, tell me about this energy and Spirit. What's going on? Somebody, yeah. Whatever they send to the universe is coming right back around. Oh, wow. Yeah, because somebody lied about something, okay? And they're trying to cover it up. They don't want you to see this. Hey, hey. Somebody's not getting a new beginning. Something about a lover here as well. Two of Cups in reverse. King of Wands. Yeah, somebody went on some kind of adventure here. And they're not communicating about this. Tell me about this King of Wands going on an adventure here with the High Priestess. Yeah, somebody here, the Moon card. Somebody's trying to cover something up here. Did somebody go get some work done? Go see a practitioner? The Moon card, again. In this deck, y'all, you got Pisces, the Moon, then you got High Priestess, the Moon, right? So somebody could have went and seen the high priestess, and now they ain't celebrating. Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like a high priestess tried to tell them don't do something. And now something's come to light here. Something's coming full circle, that's for sure. Because it wasn't no accident that I wrote 11/15/2025 down. Made a bad investment. King of Pentacles sideways. Okay, sorry, y'all. I want you to see that. Tell me about this bad investment, Spirit. My collective needs to know about somebody made here. Yeah, now somebody's stuck. Something about their money. Somebody, some communication about their money coming in. They're not getting no victory. Okay. What's going on with this energy? Who is this energy that went to a high priestess? They didn't want something to change, okay? Something about a love offer, having faith, but that's all sideways here, okay? Somebody couldn't, like, bring you in. It's like a come to be still. Somebody wanted to sweeten you up, and because that's what that's giving me, like a cup of honey. Like, I need to sweeten you up with this love offer. And they ain't got no faith because you ain't falling for something. Tell me about this King of Wands here, Spirit. Yeah, somebody tried to put it into you and they couldn't. They're doing this to themselves. Did somebody drink their own cup of poison here? Somebody ain't getting some money. You abandoned a situation here. Ooh, that's making both of my shoulders hurt right there. Baby, somebody's so stressed out because they cannot make you fall for something here. Y'all, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Yeah, they stressed out. Yeah, the veil has lifted about this Jezebel spirit, imprisonment, and abuse. Now him and this Jezebel spirit could have gotten into a fight. Now he's sitting in jail for a DV case. And now she's pressing charges on him. After they was partner in crime. Yeah. And now she done turned on him too. Tell me about this energy here. And the high priestess tried to tell somebody. When they went to somebody trying to get some work done up under that Taurus full moon, yeah, this was not going to work. Somebody told them not to do something. That something was going to backfire. Don't be surprised if you don't get a call from King of Wands that's in jail. Okay, just FYI. See, because you over here in your North Node focused on your family. You didn't want a commitment with somebody. And somebody just kept trying to push you, trying to make you come in, and they didn't. Okay. That's making the top of my head hurt, and my head is covered up. Like, listen now. Something about this. Somebody could be finding out a child's not theirs as well. And, yeah, it's like, hold up. What just happened here? Sorry, y'all. My chat stopped. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey. You said, okay, in the court case. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep up with everybody's comments here. Hey, what's going on? No, I'm not in Minnesota. Yeah. Cause see, listen, you were over here in this achievement energy. You just didn't want this relationship, but you didn't want to be somebody's op as well. It's almost like somebody just couldn't take no for an answer. Like, yeah, divine feminine, you're gonna be my partner, and divine feminine, you're gonna help me be a thief and steal everything. And you're like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not doing any of this. Okay. And they flying monkeys over here been working hard, trying to steal some type of money. Y'all, I feel like this King of Wands, whoever this energy is, I feel like they owe a lot of money to some people. Okay? So whatever organization or whatever they was working for, they owe a lot of money. And this person could have blocked them. And yeah, they're running from something. Yeah, something about this. You need to be very careful with this energy. Don't answer the phone and listen. If this is somebody that's in jail, don't bail their ass out either. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, don't bail their ass out either. Cause I feel like if you're even being seen with somebody here, like this is going to this could be bad for you. I don't know who I'm talking to right now. Yeah, rich guy in reverse. His voodoo done backfired. You said iPhone. I know. Yeah. And see, you're sitting here battling, you're a sweetheart, but this person here, I don't know what they try to go to the voodoo lady and do, but that she already told them it was gonna backfire. Somebody don't want to listen. See, that's what I'm saying. Folks be going over here and doing stuff and ain't got no business doing something. Yeah. Oh. 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 You said I believe my or prison. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all, look, my right foot. I feel like something like it started tingling at the bottom. Yeah. Okay, you said, yeah, y'all listen now. They all calling now, ain't they? Everybody need bond money. Everybody need a lawyer. Yeah, I think I said about 6 months ago, instead of stalking and gawking, they need to be working, and whatever money they stole, they need to be saving some of it for a bondsman and a lawyer. Ain't that what we was talking about? Looking at them. Look at them now. Child. You over here like, well, I can't help you. Shit. I got to pay my rent. I can't come buying you out. And then your ass take off on the damn, yeah. This dark eye priest, yeah, he obsessed. He like, man, I know she gonna come get me. I know she ain't either. No. She ain't coming to get your ass. Somebody ain't sleeping. It's like they waiting, like, for their name to be called. Like, okay, yeah, they're gonna come and get you. No, they ain't either. Shit. That's what you thought was gonna happen. Yeah, they don't want to listen. No. Collective, what I say, 2026, ain't no warnings. And then it's like November the 15th, whenever we had that full moon in Taurus, I kept telling people, you're going to do some work and it's going to get your ass, you're going to get it handed to you. And they didn't want to listen. And somebody done ran off and done this work. And there's a high priest that tried to tell somebody, there's a practitioner, the voodoo lady, whoever they went to, try to tell them, you don't want to do this. And what did I tell y'all about them dragging this shit into 2025? Okay. And it's like, what? Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all are over here just going backwards. Yeah, this is the story of somebody's life. Somebody they're gonna find themselves in a bad situation. Nine of Swords. What'd I tell you? Look, does that not look like bars behind? Child, I can't make it up. Somebody said they're crying. They don't know what to do. Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Queen of Wands. Yeah, in reverse. Could be a fire sign. What did I say? Could be a fire sign, masculine or feminine energy here. Yeah, the King of Wands in reverse come out in another deck. This could be a King of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse and a King of Wands in reverse. 2 fire signs. Somebody could have fire highly aspected in their chart as well. Queen of Swords in reverse. I started to say Queen of Swords. Yeah. And that's the truth. They all took a fishy cup. Now they all going to sit there together. Okay. I heard whoever tells first gets the first deal. So, something about this. And then you got the King of Swords in reverse. So, there could be up to 4 people here that got arrested. Ooh, child. Spirit got boots on the ground. Okay, listen now. All right, tell me about these 4 people, Spirit. What's going on? Yeah. Because, see, some of these people, y'all, could be they could be on the run, okay? You said that you're a Libra? Gotcha, okay. Because, see, there was some shady shit going on here. Donna, you from Tennessee? Nashville by any chance? Because, see, somebody took your hair and they done something. Like I said, they was being shady. They could have got a hold of your hair and done something here. What you got? Okay. Oh, you said you're from the UK? Okay, gotcha. I know a Libra. Her name is Donna. I grew up with her. Went to school with her. See, somebody got themselves tied up into some shit here. Like I said. And they ain't got no protection. And they just digging this hole deeper. Okay? You could be seeing feathers. Mm-hmm. The color blue could be very significant for you. Okay? Something about breakfast time. Somebody was pillow talking and they put the nails in the coffin. These people could have been sleeping together, y'all. Okay? This King of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. They could, something could been going on here and somebody, there was some cheating going on in this 4-way here. Okay? Somebody was sending messages with that kite. They was pillow talking about the plan. Something's going on here. And now these 4 people, the can opener, the can of worms has been opened up here, possibly by some type of foreign money. Okay, it's going to be very significant. They was trying to cover up maybe some wire transfers, what they was doing. Okay, now they caught up in this spider web. Because somebody was capping. Their ass was lying. Somebody could have been gambling or they gambled something here. Mm-hmm. Somebody Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Yeah. And something about this white powder here. They could, something about some DRUGSs could be very significant. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Perseverance. Somebody can't persevere. This ain't their purpose to be out here in these streets. Yeah. Somebody gonna have to find them some discipline, okay? Ooh, we child. Somebody didn't want to surrender something. They didn't want to change. Okay. Now they feeling like a failure. I heard for bringing 2 people in. Something about bringing 2 people into a situation. They messed up by doing this. I don't know. Something about this. Somebody could bet on baseball games too, gambling. That could be very significant. Yeah. Honey, they delusional if they on that white stuff, okay? I'm just telling you. Yeah, this white powder right here got the man got their asses doing all types of shit, and they don't even know what's going on. Yeah. Okay. Yup, that sugar booger got somebody by the throat. Something serious. Yeah, there's an epiphany here, okay? With two of these individuals. It's like they brought the wrong people in, and okay, now listen, y'all. I have been picking up on somebody being an undercover as well. Okay, somebody here, they could find out that there was two people that was actually undercover. They work undercover doing something. Okay, and yeah, they came in, figure out everything about the operation. Mm. Well, y'all, this live is something serious tonight. Okay, what is it, babies? Come here. And they see they could have thought this was their competitor. Somebody was like coming in. Okay, what are you doing? Huh? Your bones right there. That's confirmation. They thought maybe it was their competitor that set them up. No, somebody here that ain't the case. This could have been like a 6 month long investigation, 6 years, 6 weeks. Hmm. Somebody definitely ain't in denial with that paperwork. Okay? Whatever this paperwork is, child, listen. Y'all remember how I said, listen, there was some messages that you was getting, and it's like, man, this cannot be. Like, I can't believe how deep. Yeah, you didn't even scratch the surface on something. Y'all, this is a whole organization, just FYI. Okay? And it's like, what? What? Okay. And whatever that, they didn't move in slow, okay, with something here. It's like instantly, as soon as they got that information, it was like boom, boom, boom. It was fast, okay. And y'all, this could have happened on November the 15th, 2025. Okay. Hey, y'all, check this out. If they had cameras in your house and these same people were staying with you, y'all know that they was saying incriminating things on them cameras. The audio heard everything. Like, say you was in the bed and they had cameras up everywhere. Well, hey, dummy, you're on camera too. You're on candy camera. World's dumbest criminals. Because somebody was so nosy trying to watch you that they was incriminating themselves on something here. Y'all see what? I can't make this up. Very interesting. Because somebody needed to keep an eye on you, and the whole time they was telling on themselves. Very, very interesting. Y'all let me know if I got anybody that wants 2 questions for $10 tonight, so I can put you on my list. Y'all, I'll do $20 mini reads if y'all want me to, but you know, I know right now, shit, listen, everybody got bills to pay. Y'all just make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button, okay? And view your girl's content. You hear me? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, because they're so y'all, this energy is so it does not have any balance, right? And if Mother Nature visited you this week, you really feeling how sick this energy is. It's like I need a nap. Yeah, I started early this morning and I just been resting, and then I finally got my spiritual shower, and yeah, I was like, okay, let me go in here and hop on live, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is. It's something serious. That is for sure. All right. I do. Wholeheartedly. I have watched numerology play out, especially in year 9. Going into year 10, yeah. I'm like, hat off, okay? Listen now. To my numerologists out there, my astrologers, my hat's off to y'all, because y'all are watching some shit play out that you've been saying. You said, man, people was not ready for year 9, and then boom, here come year 9, and now we're going into Capricorn year 10. I just hope people are ready, because I don't feel like people got their ducks in a row. Okay, and for my soul family that does have their ducks in a row, you're gonna have to keep your hands and feet in the ride, because you're not gonna be able to help. Okay, what's up, love? Thank you, thank you. I go get me a new phone. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all, listen. Go get you a straight talk phone from Walmart. That's what I got. I ain't on no plan or nothing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like starting over. But wouldn't it be like, with Capricorn being the 10th zodiac of the year, wouldn't it be like year 10? Cuz we're in Capricorn year, right? Cuz look, Straight Talk don't have contracts. Go get you a Straight Talk phone. They don't have contracts. You just buy a card and put the number in. It's no contract. It's a good service. I've been with Straight Talk for about damn 15 years. I don't have no iPhone. I don't go through Verizon, AT&T, none of that stuff. Like, I don't have no contract like that. Okay, Quail, what's up? Hey, babies. Yeah, yeah. So that makes sense. Yeah. So it could be a 1 or a 10. That does make sense. Yeah. Okay. But you could just feel the shift, because y'all know we got a new moon in Capricorn that's coming up January the 18th. Y'all, and listen, my girl, she told me the other day, you said, as you said, Leo sign will be having a great year because of all of their suffering from past 7 years ago. Okay. Yeah, Leo is ruled by the sun. That's right. Yeah. Spiritually, someone is sending a plate of. Okay. That's a sign. Spirit don't want you to eat somebody's food, especially if it's spaghetti. Somebody's trying to do love work on you. Somebody could have put their. I just said the. Oh gosh, that's gross. Somebody could have put their stuff in your. You know what I'm talking about? In your spaghetti. You know, a lot of men don't eat spaghetti because of that. Okay. Y'all, and my girl, she just told me, she was like something about January the 18th, and I told her today, I was like, sis, you know that's the new moon, the day of the new moon. She was like, it's a huge shift. And she was like, I can already feel it. I was like, yeah. Yeah. So something about, yeah, you want to be careful. Somebody trying to throw that woo on you, okay? That's what that is. I need you to go listen to that song by Kevin Gates. Fatal attraction. That shit right there. Yeah, listen now. And look, my dog is at the door barking and ain't nobody there. Hi, come here. Hercules. Come here to mama. Hercules, come here to mama. Come here. No, we're not gonna do that. That's little kids out there. I just heard them. Yeah. Quail, I'm gonna tell you something. I would not. Let's see, as per astrologer and the destiny of a person can be changed by putting black magic, okay, bloodstreams on food, not from knowing your birthday details. So be careful what you eat and drink. That's the exactly. So you sit like spiritually, you seen somebody send you a plate of food. That is spirit letting you know that hey, somebody's trying to do something with your food. If you spiritually seen that, yeah, yeah, mm-hmm. They seen it. Okay, you need to do a code cording. Whoever, I would definitely do like a code cording of a unknown energy that is sending something to you, or if you can't see, or if you might have an idea who it is. Right? I would say known or unknown. Do that code cording. Uh huh. Yep. Do like a gut cleanse or a parasite cleansing. Like you want to do like maybe a green diet and just eat nothing but like salads and drink fresh fruit smoothies. To do, or you could do the 3 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. That also will is a good gut cleanser for the parasites. Cause y'all, all that does matter. Like what you put in your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, is very, very important, right? So, like what you watch, you want to be careful with things like that. What you're taking in, as far as like eating, um, and who you're having sex with. Okay, all that stuff matters. Uh huh. Mm hmm. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm hmm. I feel like they put kind of some kind of poison in it though. Uh huh. I take oil of oregano and black seed oil vitamins. I take them every day. I take one in the morning and one at nighttime. And like whatever I eat during the day, baby, listen, it ain't sticking. It's going. And it's actually I've lost probably like 65 pounds. And they're like, let's see, I think me and my husband we've been taking them probably about 7, 8 months now. But yeah. I've lost a lot of weight, especially like in the gut area. Yeah, and also it helps with your intuition. You keep your gut cleansed, man. Intuition be on point. You ain't gonna have no problems. And then also, like he's saying about something sticking to you, it won't be able to stick to you that magic. So what kind of diet are you on? What are you eating? Because like I said, whatever we're putting in us, that's important, right? Because it lowers our vibration. Okay, I know what you want to do. Um, yeah, yeah. Because a lot of this stuff, y'all, is just parasites. The sicknesses and this and all of this stuff, right? They're like, oh, diagnose you with this, and yep, pumpkin seeds. And also, pumpkin seeds is good for animals. So, yeah, and look, I ain't even read all the way down. Yeah, pumpkin seeds is good for animals too. He said his mom made the noodles one day and some other stuff, but I was really tired, and she said, oh, he's sleepy. But the way she said that was, yeah, uh huh. Why do I feel like they've already tried to poison you and they're trying to figure out why it's not working, but it's because you got all that protection around you? Come here. We'll play ball whenever Mama gets done working, okay? Yeah, we're gonna play ball when Mama gets done working. Y'all Hercules he wants to play. Yeah, Quail. I'm gonna tell you what. I wouldn't put nothing past them because I feel like they already tried to poison you and it didn't work. And it's like, yeah, mm-hmm. Hey, that's it. Yeah, most definitely. And a lot of people don't know that. Look, y'all, they don't even have to like actually put anything in there. It could just be their energy that's poisonous, right? If somebody don't like you and they're making you the food, they're feeding you their energy, right? And that's really really important. Like my mom, she didn't want to cook, right? And she went in there and she was all mad and angry because my dad was like, "Can you go make us an egg sandwich?" I don't feel like cooking. Well, when she went in there, she made it, right? So I was in my office working. She brings me the sandwich, y'all. No lie. I'm over here and I'm eating the sandwich. All of a sudden, my stomach just starts pulling in knots, and I'm like, "What?" I mean, it made me sick because I ate her energy because she didn't want to cook. I walked in there. I said, "If you didn't want to cook, that's all you had to say." I was like, "That sandwich just made me sick." Yeah. So I'm like real. Got to be real careful. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. Do y'all know that's how some people's awakening has started too, where they was poisoned. So now they don't eat people's food. So now the people can't put the food and then you started like doing your research on gut health cleansing and parasites and poisoning and how to cleanse your body. And yeah, and now it's got you like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna eat that, I'm not gonna drink that. And then y'all started finding out this was coming from people that you loved, and you like, man, listen, I can't eat the damn potato salad. I can't eat the dressing at Christmas. At Thanksgiving, I can't go eat the turkey. Because who's making the dishes? Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, you see that the Hispanic people, they are always eating fresh fruits and different things like that. And they're always healthy. And I know sometimes their food be hot as hell. So you know they ain't gonna get sick with them damn habanero, jalapeno burritos and stuff. Listen now, they ass, yeah, and everything is fresh that they cook. I where I live at, there's a grocery store right across the street, and I go in there, and it's nothing but fresh fruits, vegetables. Like they even have fresh cut meat that you can go and buy. It's like it's amazing, y'all. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, see, that's why we tell everybody to try to stay away from restaurant food. Which I mean, it is hard, because especially if you're, working and you're on the go and you want to stop somewhere and get your favorite spot. Make sure you're stopping somewhere where you know that they eat clean, they cook clean, right? Things like that, like that favorite taco shop, stop that you make. And hey, y'all, real shit. There's one place that I eat, and whenever I go to bingo, I love their food up there. Uh, Never ever bad energy in their kitchen. It's always really really good. And it's like a Mexican soul food place. Really really good. And that's one of the places that I know that I can get a taco salad or a cheeseburger, and that thing is gonna be on point, and I am not gonna have a bellyache. But yeah, it makes a difference of the energy. Have you ever walked into a restaurant and you're like, mm-mm, yeah. Excuse me. Because I've heard of that. I heard eat what your blood type is. I had a client. She said something to me about that. She was like, she asked me if I ever heard about that. I was like, no. I was like, I didn't. And I started looking it up. Yeah, they say eat your blood type. Whatever your blood type is, the body's always going to be able to filter things. Hey, Auntie Kim, it's always going to be able to filter things and clear out, whatever kind of, because everything's going to match, right? If you're eating your blood type, whatever kind of fruits, vegetables, whatever your body needs. Cause like, have you ever like been craving something? You're like, wow, I'm craving oranges, right? Or I'm craving grapes. That could be your blood type, because where you need to be eating your blood type, that's really really important, because your body's craving them certain nutrients or supplements or whatever the case may be, right? That's really really important. So, Quail, listen, all this stuff that we're talking about, this could be very, very important, okay? Doing a cleanse, doing a gut cleanse is going to be really, really important. Okay, you said human gut is like a monkey gut or similar, so is their diet. Because they eat a lot of like fruits, don't they? What are you doing? You better not get on that bed, I know that, or I'm going to get you. Very interesting. Yeah, send your payment over to my Cash App or PayPal, and I got you, love. Yeah, just let me know where you're sending it. Sorry, I was over here talking. I didn't check my other device. Yeah, you can send it to Super Chat. That'll be fine. Yeah, see, that's really, really important. Gotcha. Yeah. Uh huh. Because people get emotional about money, right? What are you doing? Hey. Go in there, lay down. I got cartoons on for you. I'm trying to work. Go on. Go lay down. Go. Go on in there. Go on. Go lay down. Go in the living room. Mama's got you some cartoons on, okay? Go watch your TV. Y'all, Hercules is like a damn 3-year-old little boy over here. What you got on your mouth? What is that? Out with your hair. Can I work? Huh? No, we're not. We're not gonna play ball or nothing. Go over there. Okay, get your toys. Okay. Okay, Billy. I know they probably don't have one for. Sorry about that for $10. That's why I said something about Cash App or PayPal. Hey, love. What you do? Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm loving my new haircut. I know a lot of people's like, VG, you cut your antennas off. Thank you. I appreciate that, Billy. Okay. All right. What's your questions? Yes. Y'all, I'm gonna have to go get me some more dye. I'm gonna have to do that purple again. I love that purple, but it's done came out. Gotcha. See, that all makes sense. Mm-hmm. I know whenever I stopped drinking alcohol, I had to be real careful of things because like red sauce and tomatoes hurts that acid hurts my stomach anyways. You said I don't know what to ask, but I want to know about my love life. There are two men. Spear said the first one ain't shit, but the second one, he's a good candidate. All right, Billy, we gonna hop in and see what's going on with these. You could be seeing feathers, okay? Somebody here, their Wheel of Fortune. The first one, his Wheel of Fortune could be in reverse, okay? And he's trying to keep you from finding out about some secrets that he's got here. He's probably not very emotional at all. That can be very significant. I feel like the first one is a show off. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he's the one that's gonna blow smoke up your ass and be like, "Well, I got this and I can do this and I can do that and blah blah blah." But the whole time his ass be lying. Okay, Billy, something about that. Um, it's just kind of like what the. Shut your ass up and stop lying, right? Uh, it's this person could even make your stomach hurt whenever you talk to him. It's like the spirit is like saying, "Hey, are you listening?" Like something about bubble guts. Like you might, you know how if you drink a nice, good old warm cup of coffee in the mornings, yeah, that feeling, and then you be like, "Okay, I gotta go. Let me go." And now the other person, I feel like that person is very authentic, busy, got their shit together. Something about that. Okay. He's definitely in his thoughts because he's got a karmic ass family over here. Um, no matter what he does, he can't make them happy. Y'all may have even had a conversation about that, to be honest, or he's getting ready to come in and have that conversation. And he's not like this man is being honest with you. He ain't giving you no false information. Um Why do I feel like the first one, the only thing he got going for him is he's fine as hell. He's easy on the eyes. That's the only thing he's easy on. Because he ain't going to be easy on your pockets or whatever else that he's trying to hide here. Okay? Okay, let's, I'm going to grab another deck and we're going to see what else Spirit's got for you. Alright, what else is good we need to know here, Spirit? There's the sirens as I'm fixing to get it out of my mouth. Okay, give me just 1 second, love. The planets are not aligned for something here. I don't know if like you're working on something. I feel like there is a warning. Spirit needs you to hold up because the transits is the astrology's not, you know, the planets are not aligned for something here, okay? This could be with a relationship. Look, wow, okay. Relationship. I feel like, yeah, the planets is not aligned. Because there's somebody who don't have no balance, okay? You could be dealing with a Libra's ass over here that don't got no balance that's causing illusions. Very interesting. Is this the line ass Libra that you got? And look, I'm trying to move on, and this person don't want to move on. Why I feel like somebody's a leech here, and you just, I mean, it could have you stressed out, and you like, what the fuck is this? Like, this person is not telling you everything. Damn, sis, I'm sorry. I was like trying to move away. Okay, Spirit, let's go. This person is the root of the problem. Okay, they don't want you to investigate them. They're not nurturing. Okay, you're sensing something with this Piscean energy. Somebody with that Gemini energy. Yeah, it's like, what the hell? Okay, let me grab another deck here. All right, what else does Billy need to know? We want to let me hit the bill. Get this person's energy out here. You said that's his family? Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the Libras and that karmic ass family, but that energy's heavy as hell. Yeah, trying to keep them stuck. It's like, what the hell? And it's like they don't want to tell everybody what the hell's going on, and they possibly need to shit call the authorities and get some help type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like shit. Or go get a restraining order, or go break their phone and motherfucking start all over again, and break communication, like cut them off. They need the scissors, right? Because they be staying stuck to their karmic ass family. Because they're always like, oh, that's my family. Fuck your family. Shit, they don't give a fuck about you. Something about this. Yeah, that could be very significant. Tell me about this Gemini. I feel like you got a Gemini that's watching you. So that could be the Gemini that they sent in to try to rob you and do some shit. Hold on just 1 second, love. Let me finish doing Billy's, okay? So you I feel like they got some sneaky shit going on too, but there's another Gemini over here, okay, that lies a lot. Okay, and I something about that energy. Donna, if you want a mini read, I got you. You can send it to my Cash App or PayPal, or you can send 2 questions over for $10. Yeah, I got you. But this is like this person is at a distance and they're doing something. I don't know if they're like on social media or in the neighborhood, but this person can't be trusted because I feel like they're trying to rob you too. I feel like there's something else that's going on here, Billy, and who knows all your business? Like, what's going on here? Because it's like the deeper that I get into the energy, it's like a motherfucker knows your business. Somebody is chitter chattering and they telling all your damn business and they need to shut the hell up. Cause just to be honest, whoever this Gemini is that I'm picking up over here, Billy, they're scared to go do jail time anyways. Yeah, somebody a pussy here. That's what that is. It's like they big talk they talk the talk, but um they don't handle the business, right? Okay, what is it that Billy needs to know? Okay. Yeah, they ain't got no strength, okay? Archangel Michael is not protecting somebody. They can't put this Knight of Swords in you, and this King of Wands, he's getting a rude awakening here. Whoever the wannabe visionary leader here is, he is beside himself because he's being misled as well. Whoever this is. And somebody can't move to calmer waters. And they're trying to come up out of this Seven of Pentacles energy here. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You said that's the love interest? Shit. You got a lot of people in your energy trying to do some shit. Listen, I don't know what you do for a living or who you are, but all of these people want your money. Mm-hmm. They want your money. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. And there is something about, they think that you got some money hidden somewhere. On your property, where you live at, they think you got some money hidden there. Because whoever this Queen of Pentacles in reverse is, she's definitely japping her jaws over there. She don't know how to shut the fuck up. Hey, babies. Yeah, something about this, and it's like, what you got going on? Like, why you telling my business for? Type energy. Something about the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. It's like this person is jealous because you got everything that you need, and it's like she don't, and it's like, well, let me go over here and sabotage you. You right? Let me tell everybody your business, and we got to make sure we get to this and do that. You ain't somebody's come up. I'm gonna be honest. And spirit is protecting you. Be careful, Billy, who you letting in your house. The Lovers, Gemini. I can't make this shit up. Somebody got two faces. Somebody here is lying to your face, Billy. And this energy don't make me feel good. Like my right knee just started throbbing. Okay. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's not no illusion for you with that moon card in reverse. Like you already know. Like you feel when people get around you and they doing stuff. Mm-hmm. Y'all, sorry, my chat keeps stopping. There it goes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Marshall. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. You said that's the Libra mother. Her leg is amputated. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Okay. Okay. Ooh. You're welcome, Billy. Okay. You said first and third eggs. Can either one of them be trusted? No. Because the first is connected to the cousin and his mom, and the third, and yeah, no. Quail, do not, no. Yes. Astrology is your move. That's where you're going to make your money. I asked you the other day, I said, are you offering astrology readings? Because if so, they need to come and look you up. I was promoting your ass the other day, sir. Okay? And that Aquarius is lost in the sauce. That Aquarius ain't no good for your life. What's going on, love? Astrology is your career. And I have lots of people that need an astrology reading. That's why, like, when you come in here, you help so much because you're helping people understand who they are and what all this means. Because when you have tarot, astrology, and numerology all correlated into one, it's so much easier to understand whenever, they come and watch tarot. Like, I always tell everybody that. I'm like, listen, if you want to understand tarot, you have to eventually learn astrology and numerology, and it'll help you really when you correlate everything together. It makes everything easier, right? That's really, really important. That's even better. You said I only have knowledge of astrology. That's good. But see, listen, Now that you have that, now that you got the knowledge with the astrology, you just put it together, right? So you see how I'm asking you questions when they come to you. That's where you fill in. And you can look at the chart, right? You already know how to do all of that. So look at the chart and tell them what it is that they need to know. Like last night, I was asking you all them questions. You want to know why? Because I'm an Aquarius moon. That's why you was helping me understand certain things about myself. Because I'm a Leo Virgo, right, with my birthday. But then I'm an Aquarius moon, but I'm also a Capricorn rising. Yeah, because see, a lot of people's opening up to their clears. So do you see how I just broke that down to you? So it's like I got a Capricorn rising, but I'm also an Aquarius moon. You see what I'm saying? But it's like you was helping me understand certain things about my Aquarius moon because there's been a lot of shit that's happened in my life and I have not been affected by it like people wanted me to be, right? Because I'm sitting over here and I'm like, Chad, I hope you don't think you get no response, right? Yeah. That was I laughed it off because I'm like, shit, listen now, you can't make me mad about that, right? And then with my Capricorn rising, what do? I just go back to work. I don't even care. I don't care what people do. I'm like, whatever. I got to get my bread though. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Then being a Leo Virgo, I had to learn about the perfectionism and always having the big heart and stuff like this. Like, see, I've had to learn all those lessons. So it's like, shit, I'm cool. I'm good. Uh huh. Yes. And see, what's so crazy is that's the area of my life that I was having an issue with. And that's something that I had to release. And I started understanding like I can't let that shit get to me. Cause I found out so much shit about my mother and who she isn't and who isn't you see what I'm saying? It's a lot of things. Right. And I had to release that shit. I'm just like, man, fuck that. I ain't worried about it. Whatever. Because everybody been lying. Everybody been lying. So I'm like, okay, I'm not finna let this rule my life, right? But it's like once you understand what that mother issue is, I feel like working through that and releasing it helps. It really does. Because I know it helped me. Because now I don't hold back. I say what I have to say, right? And it's like, whatever. I don't give a fuck who I make mad. Especially about that subject right there. And I'm like, mm-mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I never could understand the hiccup about my mother issue until 2022 when I found out what it was. Because I never could understand my abandonment issue. Because there was a mother in the house. It just wasn't mine. See where I'm going with this? That was somebody else's mama. That wasn't my mama, right? So it was like, that's why I felt like that. Okay, shit. As soon as I plugged it in, it is what it is. You said maybe I'm a Leo moon sign, opposite sign. I am drawn to your readings now. I understand you are an Aquarius. Yeah, exactly. Because see, you're my opposite sign. See what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, it was like once I plugged that information in with the abandonment issue, oh baby, I freed myself. I was like, man, listen now. Y'all need to go play with your mama, okay? Don't come over here. Find you something safe to do, type shit. Because it's like everybody was sitting around me, and when I started asking the hard questions, I was like, oh, okay. So everybody's gonna sit here and act like they don't know what's going on. Finally, my sister, she told me, who's really not my sister though. That's what's so crazy. I didn't show up in the picture. My sister was 10. She said I didn't show up until I was like, she was 10 years old whenever I showed up, and I was like one. Yeah, I was like 1 years old. So it helped me plug some shit in, and now I don't carry that trauma because I'm like, well, whatever. I just knew there was a problem with that woman, and I was like, something ain't right. Hold on, this ain't something ain't plugged in correctly. And it's like a lot of her stuff that she has going on. I'd be like, I don't resonate with that because I don't remember. You see what I'm saying? I don't remember a lot of things. I don't even really I don't even remember having birthdays, moments, stuff like that. Okay. You said I keep getting the message too that I need to find out about my mom. Yeah, because it'll help you free yourself. I'm telling you, once you plug some certain information in with that whole mama wound, you would be surprised how things open up for you in your own life and where you are not going to be stuck anymore. Cause like she's a Cancer. That lady over there, she's a Cancer. So she's all scared and she's all emotional. That ain't me. That's not who I am. Hey babies, that's not who I am. I'm not afraid to go out and say what I need to say. I'm not afraid to go out and take a chance. I'm not afraid to go out and live my life. I'm not afraid to do the things. But that's her. That's who she is. And for so long, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't resonate with you or whatever you got going on, nothing. Like, that doesn't make no sense to me. Why are you so scared? Like, she's scared of her own damn shadow. I get irritated. I'm like, why are you going to let that lady talk to you like that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. That's how she is. She's materialistic. Like, if my dad would do for me, he would have to do for her. Like one day I overheard a conversation and she's like, I don't know why you take care of that bitch and why you do this. Cause I'm his daughter, bitch. What are you talking about? Right. And she don't know that I heard the conversation. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, so then she calls and she's like, yeah, well, dad's gonna go buy me a new couch. What? Just because he done something for me, now he got to go buy you a new couch type shit. That's how it always has been. And I moved out at the age of 16. And she was so happy when I left the house. Like, she was so fucking excited. Like, I'm telling you, that woman, she was beside herself. Then wherever they moved to, I went over there and I seen them. She done bought all new furniture for the house. Like, that was something else. Materialistic things. She'd always change the house around. We always had new furniture every 6 months. We moved consistently. She was very materialistic. Mm-hmm. Don't make no damn sense. That's why now I listen, money ain't love. Yeah, I need money to pay my bills, but I don't worship money. I that man, listen, that shit ain't whatever. I would rather help somebody than go and man, I just it's because of how I was raised. And my dad was always trying to help people. That's where I got my people pleasing skills from is him. Cause he'd always move people in and always being there and helping them. Like I was telling you about my cousin. My cousin, he was always living with us. Two of them. No, actually three. Thank you, babies. Okay. But yeah, uh and I had to learn that I couldn't just move anybody in. I had to learn that I just couldn't be out here just helping anybody, especially moving them in my space. There was so many lessons that I had to learn from my parents who they just had toxic traits, but they didn't realize it was toxic either because that's how they was raised. Like with her, she was raised up was absolutely nothing and she was beaten, right? She didn't have nothing. So it was like she always wanted to make sure that we had the finer things. And of course, she worked and she worked hard, but she always wanted to make sure, like, our house was like a showroom floor. Yeah, also properties, homes, societies, public image is ruled by Cancer signs. Yeah, and moon in the eighth house, Cancer and Aquarius sign. That's why Aquarius moons are detached. Yes, like our house was a showroom floor, showroom like a Ashley furniture. That's the kind of house I lived into, and it was so nerve wracking because when you come in, you had to take your shoes off. You couldn't, go in there. Like I couldn't leave the house with my bed being like my bedroom. Ain't no dirty bedroom. Mm-mm. Them sheets had to be changed. Them covers had to be changed. Everything. Like it was so strict, right? The house had to be clean. That mommy dearest type shit because she'd snap, right? So at the age of 16, I was just like, I need to get out of here because this is like, what the hell? Yeah. So it's a lot of things, right? And and then my dad, he's a Virgo. So she's a Cancer and he's a Virgo. So you already know, like this dynamic was crazy already. And you know what? Them two still together after like 50 something years, and I didn't find out in 2022 like the real truth about things. And so I was just like, whatever. But yeah, it freed me and it helped me really understand who VG is. And like, I'm cool. Like, hey, listen, you can just keep that mess over there. If y'all want to, whatever, I don't even care. That's why, man, I don't let things get to me. And a lot of people, I guess that's why y'all watch me, because you like, VG, how have you gotten through things? Because once I plug certain information into something, and astrology helped me do that, and like you're explaining, that's what I'm saying. See, you see how you explain to me? People will pay you to do that with your career. hmm So you ask me, there's your answer. There it is. Right? Okay, Maria. I feel like, what, see, that right there is so much great information. Because, see, I had already plugged it in, but you see how you just filled in the blanks and why certain things with property, home, society, public, image is ruled by Cancer. That was her thing. Like, when she wanted people to come in our house, like, it had to be perfect. Nothing could be out of place. Thank you. I appreciate that. But it's really, really, it was like, man. Cause see, I found myself being the same way growing up. And when I had my kids, I felt the same way. Okay, babies. Yeah, I got it. Sorry, I just got my phone right here. I seen it on my top of my screen there. Got you, baby. What's your two questions? Okay. Nelson. You said moon in the 6th, 8th, and 12th from Cancer sign is a dangerous placement for mind and depression and loneliness. Will be okay. Lifetime investments. Hope you can resonate. She's always depressed. Can you answer two questions? When will I receive my settlement? And okay. Nelson, what is significant about 2 weeks for your settlement? Are you waiting like on a payment? Or are you waiting on a decision? Like something, what's significant about 2 weeks? No, she was trying to, but they was asking too many questions. She got scared. She was trying to do some slick shit, but it didn't work. Who was the uncle? The uncle was trying to get her to do something. Yep. He's a thief. He's the one you gotta watch. He just don't want he don't want his hands on anything, okay? So he trying to get everybody else to do the dirty work because his ass is low down. Tell his pussy ass to go in there and do it himself then since he wants the money so bad. Yeah. Don't let that old man fool you, is what Spears said. Don't let him fool you. Yeah. 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 He be trying to set everybody up, okay? Okay, hey, I got you, baby. He be trying to set everybody up. He really be with the shit too. Hey, listen. Yeah. Hold on just 1 second, okay, babies? I got you. I'm taking care of Miss Nelson here. See, there, y'all. I'm gonna tell you something. With all this fraud going on, and it's so crazy because I was doing a scroll, and I seen on the news right here in my own town, right, in my, not in my town, but like in my state, where they was talking about property and fraud and all of this stuff, how people change deeds and stuff. And this man he was talking about, he said, you would be surprised how the family tries to steal from the family. They're getting hip. You're okay, sis. They're getting hip to what people are doing, right? And I just found that real interesting. He was like, we are always checking and looking into things. Okay. This was actually down there in Memphis, Shelby County. That man was talking about. He said you'd be surprised, and they're looking for it. So whatever your uncle's trying to do with your cousin, the cousin backed out. The cousin's like, "No, nah, I'm not finna do none of that shit because I ain't going to jail." You said I have been waiting for this settlement ever since last year for my mom. Do you have like some kind of legal service that's working on this? I'd be calling somebody and seeing what the holdup is. Yeah, I'm telling you, listen. Hey, y'all, my aunt, she got like three different deeds to the house. And all of them jacked up. I ain't lying. Listen now. It's public record of the deed of the house. Some of this shit's public record. Y'all listen, some of these family members is the world's dumbest criminals. Shit, I even seen one of the deeds where they done wrote over the notaries. Yeah, they had the name spelled wrong and all types of listen, I was like, these bitches, y'all just so lame. What's going on here? Changing deeds on the house, really? Can't even spell the name right, bitch, and then you sign over the notary. It's a then y'all it was out of county. Mm-hmm. You said okay, the moon is Sagittarius. Oh shit, there's a tower. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to multitask here. Yeah. You said I've been waiting for this settle. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure you have some kind of legal team or somebody that can get you in touch and figure out what some about 2 weeks is gonna be significant. I don't know if that's like the deadline or something that they have, sis, but there's something here. They're gonna have to release something. And plus they've been and you gotta watch these places too because some of them will let your damn money sit there because it's building interest. You said, did my cousin do her own policy on my mom? She got 250,000. Why my nose itching and I just heard four policies? Hey, love. How many people have policies on your mama? I'm gonna have to go smoke, okay? I like that's just crazy to me. But see, your mom's got it in writing somewhere that everything comes to you. But that would make sense. They might be trying to investigate something because if you've been waiting on this for a whole year, there's an investigation going on. That's the only thing to explain why you haven't got them you haven't got that settlement, you haven't got paid from the policy yet, because also they got to pay all her bills, her the life insurance, they have to pay all her expenses, pay her bills, and pay like any kind of debts or whatever. So that's going to be very significant as well. That's why I said you should have some kind of legal counsel that is letting is that's working on something. Because like when the elder has a life insurance, it's divvied out between their debts and things like that before any family members get anything. Because they got to take care of all that stuff, right? Confirmation. All right, Betty, I'm gonna put you on the list, okay? Thank you, babies. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get everybody on the list. I'm over here talking, trying to keep up with everybody. Hold on one second. Thank you, babies. Okay. Let's see, she passed on Mother's Day. They're hiding it and been trying to lie on me. I can't afford it. I really appreciate you for giving me confirmation. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you should have there should be there should be a legal procedure or something that's going on here. See, like, Bill's going through the same thing. That's why Bill was like, okay. Cause see, like, whenever you do, when they have a life insurance policy, right? Like, when my uncle passed, the first thing we did was call the funeral home to go ahead and take care of his services. That's how we found out that the policy had been changed because we called the insurance company and they're like, yeah, your father is not over this anymore. And my dad's sitting there like, hold on, what? They're the ones that initially got the policy for my uncle. And we didn't know until my uncle was laying there at the hospital in the freezer, and we're trying to get him transported to the funeral home. We didn't know any of this. So when we find this out, then everybody calls and they're like, oh, well, yeah, we had his policy changed. And my dad's like, so wasn't nobody going to call and say anything, tell anybody anything? Like, we've been carrying this policy for the last I think it was like 3 or 4, I don't know, years, something like that. But also too, you got to have that policy so long before it even pay out. See, that's another thing. You said print copy of, yeah. Uh huh. I just heard Global Life. You need to call Global Life and see if that's who she had her policy through. And if I was you, I would reach out and do a consultation with some kind of legal team. I mean, they'll talk to you, of course. Yeah, and the national list, yeah, you can, yeah, you can, the national life insurance as well. That'll tell you as well. You could call them. Cause look, these man, listen now. You said some national registries you can find out. Okay, I don't know. Something about I heard something about global life. That's what I got for you. But I definitely be reaching out to the national life insurance website. Get the number off there and call them and let them know what happened with your mom, and like you're needing to know like if, yeah. Cause see, if you're the beneficiary, they're gonna give you the information, right? That's the thing here. Cause see, if you ain't the beneficiary, they ain't gonna give you nothing. Just like whenever my dad, same thing with him. Like we was like, okay, so what do we need to do? And they was like, you need to contact the his brother's daughter-in-law. That's what they said. Yeah. So see, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be having no problems. Somebody's lying to you. They ain't telling you who's done what. That's what that is. And see, if you come in with your own legal counsel, what's gonna happen is they're gonna have to give you that information. They ain't gonna be able to keep giving you the runaround, especially with you being the only child. Yeah. They just want to keep on playing games and shit like that. But yeah, you don't need to let them play with you like that. Yeah. See, look, Bill, I'm telling you, she's a G at this. She'll tell you how to dot all your I's and cross all your T's with this, okay? Like, listen, she's had to deal with some thieving ass family members, okay? Like they play around. That's why they don't like Bill, because Bill be on their ass, okay? Listen now. She's telling you whole policies. Is it a half policy? What's going on? You said it's my cousin, and I'm the only girl out of four boys. Yeah, right. And say that's another thing. Was the policy even paid in full? Or how long has she had the policy? There is so many boxes that have to be checked here. Cause see, that's what we found out. Where they changed the policy 3 months before my uncle actually passed. Now the policy don't pay, and whatever they changed it to, that's not even what he needed. He needed a whole life policy. He didn't even have that. They changed it over to the wrong damn thing. But see, that's what they get for being thieves, though. Uh huh. Okay. You said it are connections. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you definitely gonna have to get you some legal help. Yeah, listen. That's the best. That's what Spirit's saying. You gonna have to get you some legal help because of what they have done here. I heard pay attention who's pulling up in brand new vehicles and brand new uh clothes, and walking around, and they taking certain trips and doing certain things. Yeah, Spirit wants you to pay attention to all that. There you go. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can go and get you a counsel and get like a consultant thing with the lawyer, and yeah, like she's saying, because see, she's already done been through this. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank y'all so much. Y'all, it be your own damn family. That's what I be saying, man. Be your own family. They be sitting over there living high on the hog, knowing, listen, they probably didn't even take care of your mama, didn't do nothing for her, and now they want to come over here and steal $250,000. That's like that aunt or that uncle or that brother that shows up to the funeral home, and you be like, "Who is that? Oh, that's your mama's long lost sister. She ain't be. What's that bitch doing here? What?" And she's got her briefcase and she's looking around. Let's see. If they are committed in relationships, and let's see how this will that transfer occur. Okay, now let me tell you how this works. Depending on what kind of karma that your person has that you're committed to, if if they're like still evolving, your money's gonna be. But once y'all both evolve together, you're gonna be on top of that wheel of fortune together, right? But it really depends on. I ain't gonna lie. It depends on what kind of type of shit somebody is they're connected to with their family. Like it may even take a situation to where like somebody has to cut their family off because that karma. They could even have a curse situation, like their family's cursed. Um, and it's like somebody could have possibly had money problems their whole life, and now all of a sudden they meet you, and what happens is they stay connected to that over there. It'll start siphoning your life source, everything from you. It'll start siphoning it. That's why you want to be careful. Like you dealing with somebody and all of a sudden your money just going up and down and something ain't right. It's because there is something here that you have got into, right? That's why we say be careful with signing contracts with people and getting married to people, because if that family they got all kind of karma over there and they doing some shit, as soon as you sign like dotted line, man, listen, you gonna be sitting here saying, what the hell I got myself into, VG? This doesn't happen, that doesn't happen, this is going on. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nelson, that's why you want to stay far, far. Yeah, I give me a legal team. Shit, listen now. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to figure out who I got next here. Alana, what's your two questions, baby? Bill, I got you after Alana. Okay. Yes, that's because they ain't your family. That's not your mama. You were sold to that family by somebody else. South Korea could be very significant. Them ain't your people, sis. She's not. Tell me what's significant about South Korea. I feel like that's where you come from. You come from overseas. Something about an orphanage. I don't know if like somebody was overseas and like they saved you from an orphanage or something, but South Korea is going to be very significant. Hmm. Somehow she got you though. They saved you. They just ain't your. Okay. Somebody was somewhere, and somehow they got a hold of you and they saved you from an orphanage. Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me just 1 second. Why I feel like I was finna say world peace. Why I feel like your mom and dad who you with now, okay? Now it's all good. Who you're with now is like they was like hippies, okay? And they wanted to save the world. Somebody went over there, and I feel like that's how they got you, okay? Cause see, it's too many distractions. People don't want you to know where you actually come from. Pay attention to that phone ringing like that. You sure it was with you? Or was she over there in the orphanage? And I'm telling you her story. Because I'm picking up that's not your mother. I don't I feel like she saved you. She is your mama, right? But I don't feel like biologically. I feel like she's not your mother. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a backstory she need to be telling you. Okay. Pictures can say 1,000 words. Have you ever heard that term? A picture could say 1,000 words. All right. To answer your question, okay, about sexual partners and your currency and destiny and all. Yes, if you get a hold of a witch or a warlock and you start having intercourse with them, they will slowly drain your spirit. You said I was physically abused to the 100% by her from ever since I could remember. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's why. Because she had to take on a responsibility that she didn't want. And that picture could have been of her being pregnant with another child. There's something that mom needs to tell you, though. Mom needs to give you this information. But yeah, so back to where I'm gonna answer your question. Yeah, that's why we tell you about soul ties. You want to be careful because soul ties is really, really important. Hey, babies. Um, but soul ties is really, really important because when you start mixing bloodlines and everything else, we got to think about what's going on. Cause like, okay, I'm gonna tell you the story about like whenever I planted them flowers, right? With my ex husband, my ex mother in law, she called me and asked me to come plant some lilies in her yard. Okay, and I was pregnant with her first granddaughter. Okay, when I tell you that my life switched, turned upside down, and I'm staying in the house. Okay, well her son is staying in my apartment with me while I'm pregnant, and he is physically abusing me and beating the life out of me. Okay, it was horrible. So as all this is going on, her life is good. She done went and got a damn job, okay, and all of this stuff. Got a really, really high paying job. Went and bought a fucking Corvette, all this other shit, going on trips. I mean, listen now, unexpected income coming in, just blessings after blessings. And I'm sitting over here getting my ass kicked by her son and not realizing, and then fucked around and married him, okay? Because I'm so young and I don't understand what the hell I'm getting myself into. But it was a karmic contract that I entered into. The moment that I left that person, my life started changing. Then finally, I got out of that contract and my life has done tremendous 360. Like, I can't even tell you. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, wow, yeah. You got to be careful who you laying with, who you signing contracts with, all of this stuff, because it was like the life force was being sucked out of me. Yeah. You said, but when it's strange, it was just okay. Uh huh. That's why she has that attitude toward you because of some past, and she needs to tell you. She needs to quit taking it out on you and just tell you the truth. That's just like with like my situation. She was very very rude to me and mean to me and like treated me really really bad. Like it was almost like I didn't even exist, right? I remember one time whenever I was smoking some herb, I was sitting in the at the back door, and I had the door open, and I was sitting there, and we didn't have no stairs, so I had my feet dangling. She come in the house. I didn't hear because I was over there smoking some pot. Why she kicked me out the back door and said, "Get the fuck out of my house." I was like, "Yeah, kick me in my back and just kick me out the door." Instead of saying, "Hey, uh, go step outside. Don't smoke that in my house. Whatever." But that was my last straw. I was like, I ain't finna do this. But yeah, she was very very abusive. But it was just in different ways. But it wasn't like she wouldn't hit me with no belt or anything. She was just really really mean. Okay, that's why. So it could be a situation where that was your dad, right? Your dad had you and took you out of the orphanage, okay, and brought you over there. She just the evil ass fucking stepmama. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Bill, what's up, baby? Let's go on and do your $20 mini read. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Oh yeah. There was her, the mother-in-law, there was another old woman. Uh wow. It was multiple elderly women. Yeah. Cause I remember being a little girl and like going in for Christmas and like and I was there with the two sisters, which two of her daughters, and I heard them say she ain't family. We didn't buy her nothing for Christmas. And my dad like grabbed me by the hand and said, "Come on, we're leaving." And I was like, "Well, why didn't they buy me anything for Christmas?" Like, and I got upset. And he looked at me. He said, "Don't worry about it." He said, "Let's go." Mm-hmm. It was a lot of betrayal. Yeah. Uh. Okay. You said my ex family and what's the deal with him and all of that. I feel like your ex's family, man, they got so much betrayal going on. It's like they're fighting each other for money and properties and different things. And you better be glad that you left that one back there. Yeah, okay. And you know what? My Saturn is in Libra. And my Pluto is in Scorpio. Tell me what's going on for a bit. King of Swords. The authorities might get involved with this corruption that's going on with them, sis. Okay? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Because whoever stole it, they've done spent it. And now everybody's fighting and they're arguing. And somebody's got some answering to do. Something about a business here as well. Somebody could be money laundering. Laundering money. Okay. And the third party is done left the scene. Everybody's fighting. There's an accountant that could have set somebody up here. Okay. Yeah. And they're coming to this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and they want to know what's going on. She can't take a leap of faith. Something about some records, some paperwork can't be found, and somebody's got some explaining to do here. Okay, because they've been doing something. I heard off the shore. Who has a restaurant here? Is this like a restaurant down in Florida? Because somebody stressed the foot. Okay. Okay. Got you. Okay. Makes sense. And the Queen of Pentacles is trying to figure. She's trying to figure out where something is, and everybody's fighting. They're like, well, I told them to go and I told them to put it here. And yeah, the official about to lock everybody up, and everybody about to be in the holding cell until somebody wants to come and give this account number. Okay. Yeah. Night, love. It's going down. Yeah, listen. The investigator is over here like, okay, I don't even know. Like, y'all need to start telling the truth. It's like, whenever you watch them investigator shows, you know how the fucking investigator's standing over somebody and he's slamming his hand and he's like, listen, you're going to fucking tell. That's what's going on here. He's like, I got proof. Do you hear me? I've got proof. You need to tell me what's going on type shit here. Yeah. They got this man mad than a motherfucker. This King of Cups, he's sitting over here. He being very mature, though. I don't know who this man is. He's sitting over here in the cut, minding his business. He see everybody in this Four of Swords energy. So they could be watching somebody that's in the public eye here, okay? I don't know, but it's like he being real mature. I don't know. I feel like somebody here knows the tea, but they just shutting up. This might even be your ex. Yeah, King of Cups, the devil. Yep, that too, the accountant. Somebody shutting up. Okay? He might have gone over and went on overseas. Yeah. Somebody's very obsessed here, though. Yeah, he keeping his mouth closed. Who's in Cambodia? Somebody's in Cambodia. Somebody done rolled out and done left the country. I can't. I'm finna have to go smoke a cigarette. Listen now. Yo ass is cracking me up. King of Pentacles in reverse. Listen, somebody know they done made a bad investment, okay? And you know, listen, dealing with a damn a water sign here, this could be a Scorpio. They sitting there, listen, you know they'll steal from your ass and then help you look for it type shit. Okay. This could be somebody real low vibrational, but they just trying to play it cool. Real cool. Like, I don't know, somebody can have water heavy aspected in their chart. But then when they get by themselves, they over here and they nervous in them for it, they crying, they don't know what to do. Okay, something about this. Okay. Ah, okay. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, somebody got some explaining to do to the courts, and yeah, it's not. It ain't looking good. Okay. Yeah, foundations are collapsing. Maybe that's the plan. Is somebody's ready to pack up and go to Cambodia? Okay. You know, you got a lot of people right now being caught with some shit. Okay, caught with their pants down. My Venus is in Virgo. Well, he didn't want to listen to you. That's why you sitting where you sitting and he's sitting where he's sitting. Because, you know, you couldn't tell him nothing about his family, sis. You couldn't tell him nothing about his family. His family hung the moon and they was right and you was wrong and you don't ever talk about his people like that. And now they're all over here ready to slit their wrist, okay? Because don't nobody want to tell where the money is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, y'all did this shit to yourself. Shit, you gotta let. What I say, you gotta keep your hands and your feet in the ride. Shit, they might have been the energy I was picking up on earlier, but all four people sitting in jail, they sitting in a holding cell because ain't nobody telling nothing. Ain't nobody telling shit. Everybody just sitting there, right? Something about this. That yeah, legal. Nice guy in reverse. You told him that his ass was gonna be wrapped up nicely. Didn't I say somebody was gonna go to jail with their family? Yeah. Yeah, my Venus is in Virgo. I just don't know what like house it's in. I'd have to send you my birth chart so you could look at it and see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cause see, he don't understand. He don't get it. This his family is a karmic lesson. If he would have left with you, he would have saved himself so many problems. But you know, a lot of these people want to stay connected to people that ain't no good for them. Cause see, can I tell you something? This is the sad thing about divine masculines. Okay, they will sit with these crime families, okay? And it's like they don't even know how deep the crime goes, okay? They just know like just a pinch of it, right? They ain't even go deep down the rabbit hole type shit, right? And it'd be like, do you know your sister, auntie, and mama, and daddy, and all of them sit at that table? Don't go over and sit at that table with them. See, there was a reason they got mad when you left, but see, your spirit was calling for you to leave that table, right? They don't understand that. They sit over there and they let them control them, and they're like, "Oh well, you know, you got to marry into this family. You got to do this because it's benefiting them." You see what I'm saying? It be like whole set up arranged marriages in situations. Yeah, hold on. I gotta make sure my dog ain't peeing on the floor. Hold on, because I think he's out. Maybe he's drinking water. Hold on. I'll be right back, okay? Y'all, hold on 1 second. Let me go get me a refill on my tea. And y'all know something else too? Some of these divine masculines don't realize they're royalty. They come from like a really really rich background, okay? And it's like that's really important. Send me an email and I'll send my information over for my chart because that's the only way I could tell. I don't know the houses and the place and a lot of the placements. I just know I do have some somewhere. Yeah, she is. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you something. This could even be the way everything's being orchestrated. It looks like as she was running the organization. Yeah, and now she's scared. Yes, he does. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, my dad will like he'll call me and he knows, he'll be like, "Hey, listen, you need this, you need that." Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's where the fight comes in with them because she don't want him supporting me. Yes. I think that's what gives my dad relief because I am a go getter, and like when I moved out at the age of 16, I had already been working at McDonald's 2 years, so I had already had a job. So like yeah, but even then, my dad would still come through, bring me groceries, and help me out. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But see now, like I will be like, "Dad, I'm cool, I got it," and he's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "I'm cool, I got it," because I'm teaching my daddy about people pleasing. Because he always puts his family first, like the family business and everything. My dad, it got passed down to him, and my dad got really sick and went in the hospital. And his brother come in there and told him he needed to get up and stop faking. And my dad's like, "I'm not faking." He had to have stents put in his heart. He had a heart attack, and all that stress got to him. Yeah. So his brother went off and sold everything, and like my dad was in recovery for like 3 months, and by the time my dad got out and we was had like he was up walking around again. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they done him really really bad. So like what I seen them do to my dad, I learned running my business. I ain't hiring no family members, but keep your ass away from me. And how dirty they do it, it's just so crazy. I'm like, no. Because I did have a family member come ask me for a job, and I was like, and you know what? The job this person wanted was booking my readings, and I was like, mm-mm. That's too close. Because this person already done backstab betrayed me already, and this person was going through a hard time, and instead of me giving that person a position to help me, and be like the assistant or whatever, I was like, no. I still helped that person, but I just didn't give the access, right? Because I felt it in my gut. If I gave that person that access, none of my clients would have been able to y'all probably would have never even got no booking. Yeah. So I learned a lot. I seen how they man, it was horrible. Cause like at some point they end up losing everything after he got out of the hospital because he was so sick, and nobody came to that hospital. Nobody was there. Nobody wanted to help him, and it was really really sad. Cause he had one sister. She had ran off. I think she was the only sister of his that would have came, but she was running from something and she done ran off. She done went MIA. Nobody could find her. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. My Mercury is in Virgo. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Mercury's in Virgo, Venus is in Virgo, um, as well. Hmm. I feel like that's why I met my husband because he's a Libra, and he was helping me bring justice, right, to balance the scales out and to really like after me plugging certain things in and learning certain things, like it's like now he comes in with that balanced energy, and yeah, because my husband loves me unconditionally. He doesn't judge me for what I do. That's the first thing that I had noticed about him. Like he never judged me for what I did for a living. A lot of the like my last relationship, that's why he was so upset because he was like, "You need to stop doing this. You don't need to be on YouTube." Like he wanted to hide me. He wanted me to be hidden. He didn't want me to do anything. And then like 2 years after we had split up, whenever I did have a conversation, you know what he said to me? You ran off and become a celebrity after you left me. Well, you didn't support me, so why would I stay there? Especially whenever my money is taking care of both of us. Like we put both our monies together, we could get somewhere. Hmm. Gotcha. Okay. And then my Gemini is in my North Node in the fifth house. Yeah, I do know that for sure. So my Sagittarius is South Node, and my Gemini is in the fifth house with creativity, and that's why I'm such a good communicator. And my North Node is in the fifth house. So it's like now that I have plugged everything in, I know exactly where I'm going, right? And it's like, yeah, I'm good. I got this, right? Because I done mastered some shit. But I'll tell you something. That South Node taught me something with being that because I was in that non-committal energy. I didn't understand that I needed to start committing to things, right? And that was loving on myself and to my spirituality and really really understanding who I was. God, okay. And then I have an air trine in my chart as well. Yeah, I had to learn some strong lessons. Let me tell you, I had to learn some strong lessons with that Sagittarius placement. Right. Listen, Marshall, I'm telling you, take notes. That's why I was telling. He's like, what's my career? What do I need to do? Is astrology my career? Yes. Yes. See, because with me breaking down and explaining to you all of this stuff, it's like now you're starting to understand why you're connected, right? Because I that Aquarius moon that I have. There is quite a few placements that, yeah. And see, you have the Leo moon. So it's like where you're the opposite sign. You understand me? That's yeah. You said only thing it is blocks the fortune till 35 years. Having South Node and Sagittarius sign. See, and that's so wild you say that because I did not really dive into my bag until after I was 35. Because I felt like something was holding, just dragging me down. Like I'm over here and I'm removing this person, moving away from this behavior, doing this. You see what I'm saying? It was like I could not get my footing. And then, like, after I hit 35, man, I just like started taking off. And I was like, this is so amazing. Okay, hold on one second. You said I contacted the vital records in New York and nothing. Tried to look up ancestry and New York in the 60s. It's like she's ghost. Yeah. I like I said, I would I if she's still with you, I would definitely have a conversation. This is like a family conversation I'd be having with people. Like, can y'all tell me what's going on? Like, what happened? Because I know whenever I had this conversation with that woman, she got very emotional. And where she had been telling this lie for so long, and then I was just like, okay, I was irate at this point. I need the truth. You need to tell me what's going on, right? It was way. She got real emotional, and then finally she broke down, and she told me certain things. And that's all I needed. I didn't even need the full story. I just needed her to say, okay, this is true. That's it. I was cool with the rest. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you something about people taking accountability for the past and things like this. Is they got to admit their part in things. So it was like to me, okay, you exactly. There's so many circumstances here as to why something happened. So I can't give you this information. Like I said, you was there was somebody being saved from an orphanage here in South Korea. That's making my head have pressure right there too. They do. I don't know how long you've been watching me, but I literally said they've been putting the wrong people in WISAC, okay? Some of these people went and lied so they could get some protection, and they was actually a part of some shit, right? And it's so wild that this energy just walked in here and was like, WISAC, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Hey, why you think they don't want to tell you nothing? Why do you think they want to keep everything a secret? I just read what you wrote. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, but I noticed too that Saturn placement, I see how people get hit with karma. And it's real interesting because I am very, very kind and giving and loving to a point where I was very gullible. And it was like once I started having my awakening, I stopped being that very kind, gullible person. But yeah, there's see, that's what I'm saying. There's something here that's why they don't want to tell you certain things is. That's why they do things, right? Because a lot of these, like y'all, it's so crazy because a lot of us was raised in some kind of crime or organization family, or they was into the dark occult, or they was into some kind of Wicca, witchcraft, or they was into the church, or whatever the case may be, right? And you didn't know what the hell was going on behind closed doors when they was going to meetings or dropping you off at your cousin's house or whatever the case may be. And then you 60s, that was a hell of a revolution, right? And the hippies was out and they just wanted world peace and the world was the war was happening and things like that. So it's like where was everybody at that point in their life? You see what I'm saying? And what was actually going on. See? Gotcha. No, she just explained to you been going on. Yeah, that used to be very true for me. And now that I learned to meditate and to pull back and like really sit in peace, it's helped me a whole lot. My mentor helped me with that. Yeah. My mentor, she helped me with a lot of that because I remember the first time she done my reading, you know what she said to me? She said, "Where are you taking me?" She said, "You're taking me back to your planet." She said, "You astro travel when you get nervous." And she was like, "You got to relax." She said, "When you get nervous," she said, "you astro travel." She was like, "And you go back to your safe place." And she said that my home planet was Venus. And I was like, that makes sense because I used to always daydream as a little girl. She talking about she's in the satanic occult. I don't think she's seen what you wrote. It's okay, ladies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she's learned some information about mom and what she been doing, so she already knows what's up. But yeah, with you knowing these things, that's what I'm saying. And see, it's them satanic occults. They have so many connections with so many people. Okay, and it's like pay attention because that's why you can't find certain things. That's why they're not gonna give you anything, right? I don't. Yeah. I just know intuitively there's certain things, with your chart that's important. But yeah, that's your guy right there for the astrology reports. And yeah, He's A1 because he can explain to you about the planets and the houses and where they plug in and what's important and how this affects you. Like, yeah, he gonna be able to tell you some things. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know something else? You know, you was talking about depression. That's something else. Like whenever I was younger, that they always tried to project on me, but I always wanted to be out. I love nature. Nature always made me feel better. So like I was a tomboy. I'd go out and I would run the trails and run in the creeks and I was always touching the grass and things like that. I noticed that that would help with getting in your head and doing certain things. That's why I'm a big I always say go outside. You know what I'm saying? Go to the park, go touch the tree, go touch the grass, because that's what I done as a little girl. I was a tomboy. They could not keep me in the house. I always loved to do that. But yes, yes, you gotta look at this from a different perspective. When you have people that is all together doing certain things, honey, they got resources plugged in everywhere. I had to learn that too. These people are plugged in and they got certain resources. Cause okay, let's go back, right? Let's look at like all of the people that were sitting at that table that she can't mention. She got to be quiet because then that's going to expose the whole hand of what's been going on, right? So why am I gonna? I can't tell you nothing, and she keeps getting irritated and agitated with you, and she's taking the abuse out on you and your child, and it's like, well, guess what? Move away from her. I will move, especially if she's trying to do something to you and your child. Don't subject your child to that type of abuse, like real shit. Give me just 1 second, okay? Okay. Fruits, greens, leaves, vegetables. Your Venus is the medicine, and it's in Virgo sign, healer with medicine herbs. Listen, do you know what's so wild? How you're breaking that down? Whenever I was a little girl, even I was a vegetarian. I did not like meat, and now I am getting back to that. Like I really don't want to eat meat. I might fuck with the chicken or the fish, but it kind of just varies, right? But medicine and herbs. I am cold with medicine and herbs. I made some chamomile oil for I don't know, I was just called to make some, right? And my husband fell and hurt his eye. Took him to the ER. They stitched him up, whatever. Well, we come home and I put some of that oil on his eye. His eye was healed in 3 days, and it was just like I was like, wow. Well, I've used it for my legs too as well. So yeah, you're hitting on yeah. I am definitely the medicine herb. Yeah. When I was in Mississippi, I had a elder woman come to me and she was like, "I've got arthritis so bad." She was like, "I got gout in my feet," and I gave her a bottle. And when I was getting ready to leave, she looked at me. She said, "Is there any way that you can make me several bottles and I'll pay you for them?" And she was like, "This is exactly, this is what I need." Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah. Mm hmm. That's like, like I said, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and there's certain things I can't eat anyways. So that's resonating like a lot with me, because with the stomach, where I drank because I drank from the age of 13 to my early 30s. I was 30 whenever I quit drinking. Uh, cause yeah, let's see, cause I'm 42 now. Yeah, cause I think I've been sober from alcohol like 12 years now. But anyways, yeah, and my stomach just couldn't handle it. Hmm. That's why I was saying like about tomato pastes and like spaghetti sauces and stuff like that. I love Italian food, but guess what Italian food I eat? Salads and chicken Alfredo. I can't mess with that red sauce. It just tears my stomach up. So yeah. And Virgo rules the intestines, right? And the stomach area. Anyways. And I know I crave a lot of I like eating fruits and a lot of smoothies. My auntie Kim, she calls me the medicine woman. She was in here earlier. Hey, I'm telling you, you help people because see, there's so many things that people need to know. You see how you just told me how I can heal myself because of certain placements that you have. Do you see what I'm saying? That's really really important. Okay, so that's real important. Now, I was born in the pig year, Chinese astrology, 1983. But yeah, it's definitely it's wild. So you see how that's what I'm saying. That's just like, whenever I started having them visions, that's what turned me to heavy drinking because I didn't want to see what I seen. But whenever I finally tapped into it, I didn't realize how much I was helping people and giving them the messages that I was getting and what I was seeing. Like I didn't understand it. Just like with you, you're giving certain things here that's plugging into things and it's helping me make sense of why I was so weird as a child. I wouldn't even let my vegetables touch. No. I'm 42. Hmm. Um, but I didn't want my food to touch. I didn't eat meat. Like, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you why I look so young because I don't take on other people's stress. Look, he told you look, he's explaining Aquarius moon. I ain't taking on nobody's stress. And now that I learned certain things, I'm like, shit, well, you better go fix that. And don't put me in the middle of that shit because I'm gonna hear it. Uh, if you keep finding yourself in the same cycle, time and time and time again, eventually I'm gonna say, okay, you got to go back to the drawing board. Why do you keep finding yourself in the same situation? Because now you got to take accountability somewhere. Why is this keep happening? Why is this keep popping up? Why is this? Why that? You see what I'm saying? We got to figure out the whys. What's the root of the damn problem? Because I can't sit in this too long with you, right? And it's really really important. And that's why I say a lot of people when they encounter me, you ready to you're really ready to knock some shit, just shut some shit down, and really ready to heal. Because I'm just one of those type of healers that's gonna give you I'm gonna give you the remedy and say, listen, this is gonna help you. Change the way you eat, first of all, right? That's the Virgo in me, like he's talking about. Uh Change the way that you live, change the way that you think and how you look at stuff. Focus on your money. That's my Capricorn rising, right? Communicate. Communicate what it is that you you do, right? Or whatever it is. You said watch out for snake year. This snake year, bro. Oh yeah, yeah. You met me on my new channel. Snake year tore my ass up. Yeah, snake year tore my ass up. I mean, We hadn't even rolled into Snake Year yet, and some shit happened, and my Vision Goddess Tarot channel got removed. So literally, this Snake Year, I have rebuilt this new platform, but I'm so grateful because it didn't. I wouldn't say it broke me. It taught me. It didn't happen to me, it happened for me. You see how I took that lesson and turned it to a positive because that was Karmic City over there. That channel was full of karmics. I mean, that's all. If like they didn't want to talk about these things that we're talking about, herbs and healing and protection and astrology and numerology. They wanted to know what that karmic baby daddy was doing out there in the parking lot with their sister. You see, that's all they want to know. That's it. They don't want to have these conversations. They don't want to know how you can literally go and change your whole life by just simply changing what you eat, changing the people you're dealing with, changing the people you laying next to, all of this stuff, right? I had to learn that stuff. That was a part of my life that I was ready to leave behind. And you know what's so crazy is like a week before that happened, it was November 13th. Uh, I asked Spirit to remove anything that was not no good for my health, my wealth, or my life, or anything. And I said that shit out loud. And I woke up and there it was. But I had another channel that I was working on, and it was Spiritual Investigator. And went over there, and I just kept rolling. I wasn't even mad. I wasn't depressed. Um, I was more like relieved. I can't explain the emotions that I had. I think because where I had to get back up, it was kind of like I didn't even channel the emotions. I was like, "Fuck it, it's gone, whatever." Okay, I can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. There you go. Yeah, I purged so much. And when I started that channel, yeah, um, I was uh, I was in a really bad place in my life, and I felt like I was not being heard. Nobody wanted to hear what I had to say, and the people around me. I was in a bad relationship. The person, I mean, it was all bad, right? Um, I'm trying to tell you, yeah. So I kind of flew up under the radar last year, and just like after that happened, I found out who my people was though. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. You know how my feelings. Whenever you fucking watch the comment section, and I seen some people every time I hit that live button, they was always there. I was giving them dropping gems, trying to help them figure shit out and everything. They was the first ones to just, I mean, throw me in the damn mud and just stomp me and kick me in my face, right? And I'm like, what? Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Well, see, and that was the thing is like I felt the purge coming, and it was like I was in this energy of okay, whatever's got to go has got to go, right? Because see, I was already experiencing a lot of stuff um over there on that channel, and I felt it in my spirit. It was just like okay, well, if this got to go, this shit's got to go. But I had that backup channel, right? And I was like, whatever. And it was like I guess where I have dealt with so many losses in my life, I never had time to sit and cry about it. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I had to just get up. Being a single mom, I had to get up. My kids needed diapers. They needed wipes. They needed medicine. Mom had to get up. I worked two jobs. Like that. That's just what it is. It's very it's just it's important, like you just can't fall down just because something knocked you down. But it was like I was ready for that. I was ready for that shift. And y'all, my health felt so much better. I ain't gonna lie, because it was so much karmic energy. I felt so much better, and I finally got to rest. And God put my husband in my life, and I finally had somebody that was able to help provide. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, okay, I got this. And I didn't take that like it was the ill. I took that like, okay, I learned a lesson. I learned a lot of lesson about people as well. But yeah, your enemy year, yeah, that's really important. So if you're born in the right year, you definitely want to lay low, like he's saying, fly under the radar, so you don't get smacked with something. Yes. It was so crazy because like that's so wow because it did not affect my money, and I was just starting on my oil of oregano and my what was it, black seed oil. uh yeah, going into 2025, because we have, yeah, I think we've been on it a little longer. But yeah, cleansing and doing different things, right? It was really important. It was like my body was ready to purge. Even being around certain energies, I couldn't do it. Like, and cutting out certain people, like I couldn't handle their energy anymore. It was like spirit had me put, hey, listen, lay down, go lay down, because I was exhausted. I was super exhausted. I was overworking myself, undervaluing myself, didn't understand like where I was really putting my health. But yeah, it was really important. Yeah. Cause it was like, and it was like something within me, I guess, where I had done so much releasing. And I used to do bonfires where I would release the energy, and I'm a writer. So I like to always write. I was just writing down everything, and I'm just releasing like every single day. It just seemed like it was that's I was just purging, and I was getting ready for that. And it was like it could have turned out a lot worse, but it didn't for me. And I'm so thankful for that because I'm very obedient when it comes to what my spirit team wants me to do and looking at things, right? And that's why I tell everybody, be obedient. Your body's going to tell you what you need to do, right? So it's really important. And it's wild that you say that because I used to drink those monster coffees all the time. So that's what I stopped drinking. I stopped completely drinking monster drinks and coffees. And then I peeled back on the coffee and I started drinking more water, more smoothies, more vegetables, like all of that stuff going into that year. And it was like, okay, cool. Because like I would do it, but I wasn't doing it consistently. Does that make sense? Because I used to love my coffee, but I didn't realize how bad it was for me. Because those ingredients and, like you said, health. Okay, so you said avoid coffee, tea, and soft drinks because it will make your body. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, listen, you're on point about all of that. I cannot drink soda, and I have peeled back on the coffee. I've only had one, like half a cup of coffee today. I just my body is like, no, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Um. So tea as well. Huh. Jackie, listen, I don't mean no harm, but I'm gonna say this. I don't have permission to speak on another reader or get in another reader's energy. Um, I just that ain't my partay. I can't. That's breaking the spiritual law. I feel like personally, like if that's been your person for that long or whatever, you need to go to her with that. But I will not touch any cards on another reader. That's no. Mm-mm. Sorry. I feel like that's personal. Y'all should handle that. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I love fruit juices. I don't know what it is about them fruit juices, but like I would drink fruit juices all day long. Yeah. Shit, I feel like the energy for 2026, all these endings in 2025, a lot of people was dragging all that shit and they dragged it to 2026 with us, and it's like, nah, we not putting up with that energy. I rebuke that energy. Hell no. Okay, you said thank you, Vision Goddess. Eating banana juice along with cinnamon powder, turmeric powder, and pepper powder develops. Okay. No, I haven't. What about, okay, I got a question. What about the organic coffee? Would that be a better choice since I have to stay away from coffee? Would organic coffee be better? Cause like, listen, that's my weakness. I ain't gonna lie. Listen now, it's my coffee. I love my coffee. I gotta have it. Yeah. Well, he's giving me some insight on just my own personal chart and these certain placements, and it's hitting right on this, and that's important. Plus, he works in the medical field, so that makes a difference too. See, and also, can I tell you how great that is? Okay. Uh, with you having astrology knowledge and working in the medical field, do you see how you can twist and turn that? How you just told me about my health and how what's affected with certain things and certain things. I listen, golden. It's golden. That's what people need. Because if you have certain things, certain placements, that lets you know about the problems like gut health. With that Virgo placement, yes, like gut health. It's very, very important. When you know these things, it's easy to address your health. That's why at 42, I'm so healthy now because I learned about certain things and I'm like, okay, well, I got to do this, this, and this. Okay, I'm going to be disciplined. I don't give a shit because I don't like for my belly to hurt. I don't like eating things that make my stomach hurt. I don't want to do any of that, right? I want to be very, very healthy at the age of 60 or 70. I don't want to be over here sick, right? Okay, got you. Okay, got you. So look, and also I'm a recovering addict, right? So I think what that coffee does is kind of replaces all the stuff that I used to do, right? It's kind of like you said, it's an illusion. It's like giving my oh yeah, that's what you need. Does that make sense? Um, it's very, very important. hmm But I've been doing really good. I've been trying to like stay away from the coffee so much, and yeah, because I used to drink coffee all day long. Like that was my thing. And it was like I would drink like four or five of those the monster mean bean coffees. I am listening now. Bad, bad. Like I had to wake up and have one. Hey, hey, what's going on? You said you love my accent. And mix all of that together. Okay, let me write this down. Okay. And then do banana juice. Okay. So I'm gonna take all those ingredients and then I'm gonna make me a big old cup of banana juice and put it in there. Thank you. So you said pepper powder. Could I use like can I crush up the pepper like you said pepper powder. Let's see. Okay. With like just a pinch of them. Okay, gotcha. Cause I got a herb cabinet full of stuff. I think the only thing I don't have in there, to be honest, is the pepper powder. Okay. Cause you know what, I have a Mexican grocery store like directly across the street from my condo. Um, and I'm wondering if it's taken with pepper powder. Okay. So that's the only thing I would have to get is the pepper powder because I got everything else in my cabinet. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have a drink like that over there, to be honest. Yeah. But I know that it'll be better with my energy and me making it. That's something else that I've noticed. Like there's certain things that I do that like if somebody else made it for me, it don't hit me. But with my own energy, it does. It makes a difference. I even had that the woman in what's it called in Mississippi. She was like, I need you to make it. She said, because I need your energy to make it. I was like, that makes sense. Okay, gotcha. I don't take medicine. I don't take any medicine. I don't even, yeah. I quit taking medication shit. I want to say about 12, 13 years ago. Yeah. I stopped taking medication. I ain't, yeah. I don't do that shit. Them doctors ain't gonna put me full shit. Okay. Yeah, I don't I learned my lesson about them experimenting. Okay, that and then I'm gonna be honest with you with the medication. You got to be careful with all them side effects. That's the biggest thing that scares me. Is like, okay, at first I didn't have heart failure and throwing up and diarrhea, and now I done took a blood pressure pill, and it's did. No, I'm not. I'm cool. I'm good. It's you over here. You're like, hold on, what just happened here? Yeah, that part. But AB, I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, you mix what you do, okay, and where you work in the medical field and with astrology. Do you see how you just correlated all of that for me? That's why I say, like, once you plug certain things in and you know certain things, it's I mean, listen, it's smooth sailing. Your journey gets so much easier, especially if you're concerned about your health. You see how you just told me where that placement is important, and that's about my health. And then with rat year coming in, right? If it's your enemy year, it affects your health and not your money. Do you see how all of that correlated is like, man, listen, come on through. People need to know this. This is smart knowledge. This will help them get through life and they will not have to worry or concern about their health or about their money or what's going on with them once they start plugging certain things in the same way I did. Cause I noticed, you know how you said depression with the Aquarius moon. I notice certain people I can't be around because they're always negative Nancy. They're always talking about bad things. They're always talking about, I cannot be around that. I refuse to be around people that does not want to get up now. Like that is, I think that's one of my pet peeves. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, are you guys just gonna see, like, keep sitting here crying about this, or you gonna get up and do something about it? Like that's my energy now. Like stop worrying about the problem and find a solution to the problem. And I think, and maybe that comes with age too, because listen, being in your 40s, you're like, listen, this like my kids. Yeah. Okay. But it's like I guess my patience now is just very very thin, and that's why now I'm like, mm-mm. I can't. I can't. I don't even want to deal with it. Cause you ain't finna stress me out. If you can't find, if I've already done mapped it out for you and gave you the fucking solution, and you're like not even willing to try, then why am I gonna keep on? giving this and this, and I just don't see no point in it. Yeah, the pesticides and all of that stuff is all over it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, if you wanna go find that the Mexican mint, it's gonna be go to an organic grow house. Like we have a lot of organic stores as well, grocery stores out here where I'm at too as well. So all it'll be like you said, pesticide free. Y'all, I have been here 3 hours with y'all. It's been a great, uh, a nice talk. Okay, class been in session for real. Hmm. If you notice, a lot of people's going vegan, and a lot of people is eating cleaner now. They're all going to the organic stores and grocery stores and stuff. Come here, that's daddy. Hey, what are you doing? Y'all, my husband just brought some food in. Y'all, I'm about to go. That is making me so happy. Uh, but yeah, a lot of people is learning to eat cleaner and healthier.
It's I think it's mango tea or peach tea, peach mango tea. But I don't know if you want this. If you didn't, I'll just give it to him.
Oh yes, yeah, we're eating that.
That you gotta go outside.
Yeah, cause I feel like how deep you want to go, sis. I listen. There, I can't do it over here, cause it's too much energy, and we need to be in a personal space where I can really, really tap in. Okay, I am so sorry that I can't give you all the answers that you're looking for, but we can dive deep in a private session, and see what we can dig through. But yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. I would not have my child around that woman if she is doing things and saying things like this to you. Okay. Do not subject your child to that type of energy, right? Or that behavior. If she was abusive to you, what do you think she gonna do to your baby? See what I'm saying? It's a pattern. It's a cycle. But yeah, send me an email, okay? And you can go to the about me section and you can see the prices for my readings, okay? All right, so family, I just want to send everybody some love, light, and healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all know we got a new moon that's coming up, Capricorn, January the 18th, okay? And yes, make sure y'all are writing down things and bringing your manifestations in, right? That full moon that we had the last time, that was released, and now we're bringing in things, okay? So yeah, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. I love y'all. Okay, love. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Send me an email and I can send you my chart and you can just give me some more information, okay? And we'll talk more about the whole career and everything, how you can incorporate that, okay? We can do a video chat and I'll tell you some things, okay? All right, guys.